The new Emerald Central condominium, starting from 3.1 million baht. Visit the booth at Central Festival. The new Emerald Central condominium. Quality living, quality condo.
Did you know that the Phuket News, Live 89.5, Novosti Phuket and Phuket News TV are all part of the same company? Class Act Media, your island, your media partner.
And welcome to our very first Phuket property as we examine the ins and outs of the Phuket real estate market. Our very first guest is the Managing Director of Real Phuket, Jay Birnbaum. Thank you very much for coming in.
Very good morning. Thanks.
Well, and here we are in a beautiful location.
Stunning location here overlooking Nai Thon Beach.
This is Vista Del Mar.
It sure is, yeah.
It's a new development. We'll have a talk about it later. Just briefly, tell us a bit about Nai Thon Beach.
Nai Thon Beach is one of the more quiet beaches on the northern end of Phuket Island. There has been some development going on quite recently. There is still quite a lot to come, but we still hope it can maintain its charm and its character and become a really popular destination here.
Well, from here we look right over the brand new Pullman Arcadia, which has just been opened. Correct. So you're in pretty good company here.
Yeah, good neighbourhood here.
Let's start off by talking about the Phuket market. A bit of an overview. How do you see it at the moment?
Well, we see still very strong demand at the moment. Buyers coming in from Asia, Australia, Russia, not so much Europe at the moment, very little from America, but these are the strong buying groups. And they're looking for properties across the board, starting from small investment properties up to large substantial villas for their retirement, for investment purpose. So good, strong demand across the board.
How do you see at the moment with your company? Where do you see the strongest demand, in the higher or the lower or the older homes, or?
Right in the middle. Where we see the biggest demand is in good quality villas in the price range between 50 and 25 million.
Okay.
This is the most demanded product at the moment.
Seems to me that there are two big growth markets from what I can see. There is the smaller, the cheaper condos that seem to be springing up on every corner.
Yeah.
And then there's the higher end villas that seem to also be selling quite well, and a lot of development of those, even though there's a lot less of them. Let's have a talk about the cheaper condos first, the $2-3 million condos. They're like boxes.
2-3 million baht.
Sorry, 2-3 million baht, yes.
Well, that is actually something that I see with a little bit of concern, because I see a bit of oversupply in that segment here. We see developments popping up all over the island, huge development with 500, 600, 800 units at a time.
Yeah.
Pricing starting often below 1 million baht. So that is a bit of a concern for us. But
what's the concern? I mean, you've got people who can afford to get into real estate now.
Oversupply of the market.
But they're selling.
They are selling. Initially they are, but you've got to take a longer view. Can they actually rent in the long term? Can they produce rental income? Can they produce a decent return on investment? And with the quantity that's been pushed out on the market, I have my doubts on that segment. I would like to see more focus on quality rather than quantity by the developers.
A lot of these developers are also selling them off the plan, so they're doing beautifully rendered 3D animations and beautiful brochures, and they have pictures of people sipping coffee and driving around in expensive cars.
That's right.
In reality, they're not sometimes in the best locations. Correct. And they're not usually having ocean views.
Sure.
So I see there's a time for people to get educated in the market, so they don't fall into the trap of buying something that they're not getting.
Yeah. To be fair, I mean, most of these properties are sold to the Thai market, and many buyers there, they're not looking to hold the properties long term. They're looking to make a quick turnout, to buy them relatively cheap off plan and to sell them once they're complete. But you know, once that stage is reached, there will be a large supply in the market, and I think they will not even make their money back. Just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, let's have a talk about that. Let's gaze into the real estate crystal ball.
Sure.
And look at what is going to be happening in the Phuket property market over the next 2-3 years. How do you see it?
Yeah. Well,
you're going to talk it up, of course, but
my job, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, Phuket is in a quite unique situation in all of Southeast Asia. We have 8 golf courses, 5 marinas, 2 world-class shopping centers. Yet you can find secluded beaches if you want to. I don't think there's any other place anywhere in Southeast Asia where you have the same standard of living or the same facilities at your disposal. At the same time, Phuket is a small place, it's very limited. Demand keeps coming in. So in general, I'm very, very positive about the property outlook in Phuket.
Okay, let's have a talk about this particular hotspot, Nai Thon Beach, which really is just next door to the airport.
Yeah.
Even though you don't sort of hear the aeroplanes,
Sure.
we're far enough away.
Yeah.
This is growing very quickly.
It is. I used to come here 3 years ago. It was absolutely sleepy. There was nothing happening. There was a few guest houses on the beach. There was a few small beach restaurants. Now we've got a fantastic resort just down here, and people obviously discover its beauty, and see the attraction here. And the place will develop. It will probably lose some of its original charm, but it will also bring the area up and upgrade the whole area.
Okay, we can have a quick break here, and we're going to have a special look at the Vista Del Mar properties.
Sounds good.
Vista Del Mar is a new range of medium-priced luxury properties overlooking the beach of Nai Thon, about 500 meters up the hill with both jungle and sea views. In total, there will be 23 separate villas on the property, ranging from smaller Villa Santana layouts of 250 square meters to the Villa Legenda, which will grow to nearly 300 square meters of internal space, all the way up to the vast Villa Grande, which are a massive 333 square meters of internal space. All 3 layouts are over 2 levels and include an infinity pool which fits perfectly into the environment. The Nai Thon Beach area is an easy 10 to 15 minutes from the Phuket airport and the Vista Del Mar Villa development, which has its very own beach club right on Nai Thon Beach. There's already a show villa and an office on the property, with many of the villas already underway, so you can certainly see exactly what you are buying. For prices and more details, contact Jay at realphuket.net.
So that's the Vista Del Mar up here on Nai Thon Beach, where we are recording today's program of Phuket Property. Our guest, Jay Birnbaum from Real Phuket.
Realphuket.net.
And that's how you find it. Let's have a talk about the rental market here on the island. It always seems to me that the rental market can be negotiated. What's your thoughts?
Very much so. Nowadays, you don't have any fixed prices. There's always room for negotiation on the rental prices. Obviously, you have to differentiate. We have 2 big segments. We have the holiday rentals and the long-term rentals.
Yes.
We do both. We have over 200 villas across the island for holiday rentals. Can get very reasonable rates during the low season, summer season. Obviously, the peak season is very, very full, and the prices are quite relatively high.
Of course.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And the island is just a different place altogether during the high season. It's difficult to get around. It's very busy.
Absolutely. It's actually nice to be able to breathe in the low season,
Exactly.
take it easy a little bit. Because the peak season is just crazy.
So my advice to people as a renter here on the island is negotiate and discuss maybe getting 1 month free out of if you sign a 12-month contract, or maybe offer to pay up front.
Yep, that always helps.
Yeah.
Although I would caution a little bit against that, because you never know what's happening during the tenancy. You might run into problems. You might need to break the contract early. Then you're stuck, having paid your rent up front, and you might not be getting. So I would be careful with that.
Yes.
But certainly there is ways to negotiate your rent and get the best deal for you.
Jay,
one of them is using a good agent.
Oh, using a good agent, like Real Phuket.
Like Real Phuket.
Jay, let's pause there because we're going to now feature our 3 properties of the week.
A unique 155 square meter luxury condo with 2 beds, 2 baths, and foreign freehold, reduced by 600,000 baht, now costing only 16.9 million baht. See RoyalPhuketMarinaCondos.com for complete details. There is land for sale in Mission Hills that was for 2.5 million baht, now only costing 1.9 million baht for 3/4 of a rai. Only 10 minutes away from school, beach, golf, and Tesco. Call 087-276-0529. Rawai Pool Villa for sale at 550 square meters on 2,400 square meters of land with 3 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and inclusive maid's room, plus a garage for 2 cars. The villa is priced at only 32 million baht. Call 081-978-5181 or go to myrawai.villa.com.
So there are featured properties of the week, and we're back to Jay here. Just to finish, Jay, a question without notice.
Right.
I'm going to buy a property tomorrow. I've got 20 million baht in my pocket. What would you recommend?
Well, the first question is location. You need to decide on location. There's vast differences. Do you want to be in a lively area? Do you want to be in a quiet area? Do you want to be close to the airport, or do you want to, So that's the first thing you have to decide on. With 20 million, you get a beautiful 3 to 4 bedroom pool villa, close to Laguna, close to Vista Del Mar Beach, with all the facilities.
Am I going to have a sea view for 20 million?
No.
Okay. So what do I need to fork out to get a sea view?
You're looking at 30, 35 million upwards.
Okay. Right. Good advice.
Very good.
Jay Birnbaum, thank you very much for joining us on our very first Phuket property.
It's been my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
See you next time.
Sure.